The way I deal with trauma is to write about it and then share it because I never know who will be benefited from hearing a particular story I tell. So this story is called Do You Want to Have a Baby or Not? And is about one of my friends. I felt inspired to reach out to a friend of mine with my partner after a long break. I asked her, "What miracle are you looking for?" She told me, "We want to have a baby and we haven't been able to conceive." She'd been with her partner several years at this point. She was a young, healthy woman. Didn't make sense that she couldn't conceive. But she's also a driven, high-powered woman, a woman of great accomplishment. My partner and I took that question and desire into meditation and prayer and contemplated it deeply. I received some basic information, but my partner got a very big download. It was about the feminine energy of receiving, which is essential to conception, being shut down in her. She received a 6-month program with all the details about what my friend could do to downcycle her masculine energy and move towards conception. It was stunning, to be quite honest. The depth of the program, in contrast to the masculine world we live in, which is make $1 million in 6 weeks or 2 months to ripped abs, was quite different. The feminine processes are slow, they're subtle. The whole thing was placed into a metaphor of blooming and blossoming. You can do as much as you want, but a process that requires unfolding will never respond to that. Now the flower was closed, so to speak. For the flower to be pollinated, even literally, she must learn to open. And so there was a whole process of slowing down revealed, of relaxing, of connecting to Earth, herself, her body. Every month there was a new focus, a releasing, a relaxing, a letting go, a slowing down, a shutting down of the old ways. Maybe she wouldn't make as much money. Maybe she wouldn't work as hard. Maybe she'd have to create space so that room for a child and conception could arrive. I looked at the program and I was blown away. It was masterfully simple. I felt it was divinely inspired. At the same time, I thought, no one's going to do this. This goes against everything that our society preaches and does. I don't know if there even are women in the Western world that could do this. And yet, a third of Western women who want to conceive are having difficulty with that. It takes courage and power to step into the actual archetypes of femininity. Our society is so starved for them, or something, that people are switching their entire identification in hunger for a feminine which we just aren't seeing anywhere. Everything is upside down, it's backwards, which is maybe why we're experiencing what we are as a society at the moment, with ever more force being used to fight those things outside that we feel will harm us. I just felt like sharing that story because the person declined to even talk about being supported through this process and hasn't replied since then. I have no idea why, but I have some guesses. And she doesn't have a child 3 years later. Perhaps it seemed terrifying to turn her back on everything that she had done that had served her so well, to reverse her energies, to follow different paths, to connect back into the feminine flow for the chance of fulfilling her heart's desire. I feel sad for her. I guess I can understand, but our world is full of so many needless silent tragedies, and this seems to be one of them.